Alright, so this comic came out last week, but due to circumstances I wasn't able to get it until, like, now. But, hey, better late than never. And that is Godzilla Skate or Die, Issue 1. Now, real quick, I honestly thought that this was, I honestly thought that this was a one-shot. That's why I got it. I usually don't collect multiple issues of a miniseries. It's just, like, too much money, and also, like I talked about in a previous video, like, I've lost my job, and, like, I haven't lost my job. I've basically been, like, sidelined by my job. There's the better term. So I'm trying not to, I'm only getting comics that I know will get views and also, like, are just one and done. That's why I'm also getting the Uncle Scrooge comic that Jason Aaron's writing for Marvel, because I know there's a fan base for that, and I know that'll help the channel. So I got this thinking that this was just going to be a one and done story. But turns out, nope. It's at least 3 issues from what I understand. I don't know if it's like 3 issues or 4 issues, but yeah, so I guess I'm in it now. Yep, I'm in it, and I've already ordered the other 2 issues just for, like, because my inner completionist was like, yep, you're stuck with it now. So yeah, although I might there is still, like, a possibility I might cancel it. Well, I'll see how well this video does, and also because of my own personal, like, financial state I'm in, and also for viewership, we'll see how this goes from this first issue. But yeah, I really feel like this could have been a one and done. Like, I was reading this comic and I was like, this really should have been a Godzilla versus the bi-monthly books that IDW does with Godzilla or other kaijus fighting each other, because this really does feel like what should be a one and done story, and they're just dragging it out for like 3 or 4 issues. This entire story feels like that. So yeah, so the comic I was curious about it because it was going to focus in, like, Godzilla in Australia, which is a neat, like, I've never, like, the only time I've seen Godzilla in Australia was in Final Wars, so it's going to be cool to see here. And he's fighting a kaiju that, to my knowledge, he has not done battle with up until this point in any kind of medium, and that's Varan. Yeah, Varan is the, Varan or Varan or however you'd like to say it, his name. He is the main antagonist of this comic. So the story begins with this boy named Jimmy, who is a skater, and his friends are all going to this place called the Coin Toss. But one night, Jimmy had a crazy dream involving Godzilla and Varan. And basically, they go to school, and it's like, man, I had this crazy dream. And it's this comic, this first issue is just to really establish the characters more than anything else. We don't even get Godzilla except for a few panels. Honestly, we don't really get Godzilla in any panels or many panels. But I will say the artwork by the artist/writer Louis Joyce is pretty solid. I really do like the punk rock kind of look. It also reminds me a lot of, like, Spider-Verse when it's doing like the cracked digital look. And yeah, that is a solid Varan too. I will say that is a very solid ass Varan. But we do get more of Varan in here than we do Godzilla, who we do see, but he is on his way there. The comic basically ends with the monsters on a trajectory, with Varan and Godzilla headed towards each other, towards this place where the kids want to go skate. So Jimmy basically says, "Hey, this isn't up for debate. We're gonna go to the coin toss, and monsters or not, we're gonna go there." And I'm like, so this is basically going to end with Jimmy realizing that he fucked up and getting one of his friends killed. I've already got an idea of who's gonna get killed, so yeah. Anyway, the comic is fine, but it really, like, as I read it, I was like, the characters are all right. I don't really need a character sheet because it comes with these little information bits that look like they're hand drawn by the characters. These little things right here, and it feels like, well, why would I need a whole information box unless you're not gonna, like, give us the whole story on the characters? I know I'm shitting on this, but it really does feel like as I read this comic, I was like, oh, they're gonna drag this. This feels already dragged out, and this could have been easily a Godzilla Rivals comic of Godzilla versus Varan. But who knows? Maybe the next issue or not will turn it around. I don't know. I probably won't. I don't know if I'll follow it or not. That's going to depend up to you guys, honestly. Maybe the second issue will have more character development, because this is more like establishing everything, but very little kaiju action. And I come here for kaiju action. Not to say not to say I don't want good characters in my comics, in my Godzilla comics, but it wouldn't hurt to have, it wouldn't hurt to have like legit, legit fleshed out characters. And maybe they'll be fleshed out in the later issues. We'll see. I'm at a conundrum with this, so I'm going to leave it up to you. If you read Godzilla Skate or Die issue 1, what'd you guys think of it, and should I continue this or not? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.